Hey, hello everybody. That time again. How's everybody doing? Hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever it's at. Here it's 121, 98 degrees in California here. What's up? What's up? Hey, ASMR. What's up? What's up? Welcome, welcome. Be right back. Yeah. Hey, what's up, Justin? Welcome, welcome. Hey, everybody, go check out ASMR and also Justin there. He's at Fly Animal House. They'll be on tonight. Let's see. Ooh, pork ribs, $1.99 a pound. Yummy, yummy. Ooh. Ribeye, New York steaks, $6.88 a pound. Alrighty, get on our way here. 123, 97, 97 degrees outside, California, Tuesday afternoon. Yep. Yeah, today's my Friday at work. I'll be off the next 2 days after that. Ooh, yep, there he is, the avocado guy. 20 for $5. I just got some about 2 days ago. Had some avocado and toast. They were pretty good. Nice price. Yep, let's see. So everybody go check out the channel list. You know, my family and friends, the community tab. Go check out all my channel lists. I got over 600 channels on there. Go check them out. Different channels, food, gamers, vloggers. We got ones that do spiders, reptiles, snakes. Other ones that do magnet fishing, regular fishing, paranormal, channels that help you, get more people into your channel, like AAP, James Skype Guy. Go check out Kurtwood. Go check out Iron Dog and My Animal House. It's Justin and Trish. They'll have a show tonight. Go check them out. It's a lot of fun. Him and his wife. Go check out Keys Constrictors. He's trying to get to 1K. He's pretty close to 900 already. When he hits 900, he's going to give some more stuff away. But then when he hits 1K, he's going to give a lot of stuff away. He's going to give a bunch of snakes away. I think he says it's like 8 snakes. I forget how many he said. Go check out his latest video. Keys Constrictors. That's Terry and Keisha. Go check out Derek Reptiles. He does interviews. He's real entertaining. Check out Spider Mom. She needs watch hours. Go check out Mark the Spider Guy. Yeah, he's trying to get to 1K also. Let's see what other channels are on that list. There's so many. Check out everybody that's in the chat. A lot of good channels too. Those people that are blue, they can drop their channel. So that way people can go find you. But yeah, everybody, let's be good with each other. No more hate. I mean, what? You don't like what they have in their channel? Just don't watch it. Go to another channel. You're the one doing the choices. Hey, it's their channel, their content. Don't forget to hit the like button, everybody. Don't forget to subscribe if you're not. Hit that notification bell. It doesn't work. I've noticed. I put reminders and it never reminds me. I usually just subscribers and then I hit lives, and it brings up all the lives of everybody that are on at that time. So then I just start watching them. Well, this is the part where the internet kind of goes in and out, so bear with me, everybody. We'll see how it goes today. A lot of traffic. We'll see how Doug will drive today. It's like you find out the problem is that they give license to anybody nowadays. I mean, I remember, man, when I went driving, about my driving, man, it was like they made sure you do everything right. They even, took you onto the freeway. My son, he got his license about, I think it's been about at least 2 or 3 years now. But yeah, he was like, I kind of showed him, exactly, what to do. Start him off slow in like a mall parking lot, that way he gets used to the speed, turning left, turning right, stopping, got them on the freeway, got them some nighttime driving. You got to do all of it. You don't just, one thing, I mean, these people don't look at this guy. I mean, he's driving a truck. He's not going to be driving very fast, so why are you getting in the fast lane? Stay in the slow lane. And then they can't. And the thing is, the people driving these trucks, they've never driven those trucks before, where they can only see with mirrors, and they don't know how to judge how close the other vehicle is behind them or in front of them. It's like Jesus. And then now with all the technology, before it wasn't as bad because nobody was carrying phones. They were smoking cigarettes, lighting their cigarette, put on the makeup. But not like now. Now everybody's on their phone, checking. Oh my God, I got the text message. I gotta check it now, because I can't wait. It's a matter of life and death. Oh, and whoever, yesterday I told you to pray for my mom and Iron Dog. Iron Dog, he has cancer. Well, my mom, she was getting operated this morning. She did. Everything's good. It was just cataracts in one eye. But, any kind of operation is dangerous. You never know. One little slip of the knife, you lose an eyeball. Or worse, you can't see anymore, But yeah, everything's good. She came out good out of the operation and everything. So she's home now, recovering. They said she only has to wear a patch like when she sleeps because they don't want her touching her eye when she's asleep. For at least a couple of days. So, yeah, look at this guy here. Let's see. He's going to probably try to jump over here to the next lane. No, he slowed down. That's good. But see, he wanted to. He's all looking at the mirror. Yeah, he got behind me. But yeah, people, it's like always in a rush. Everybody's in a rush. It's like if you want to get there, just take your time. Oh, and then I was watching last night. I was watching Iron Dog and Justin. The Iron Dog and My Animal House. It was funny because he has a TV where he advertises all the channels, that they support, that support him. And the TV went out, So now, we'll see if he fixed it. Supposedly he was going to fix it today. Tear it apart, and see what's wrong with it. He said he already fixed it once. It's like some wires and stuff. But the way TVs are made now, you can't really fix them. Back in the day, I remember they had bulbs. They had these glass bulbs, and you would replace the bulbs. And you would put the bulbs, go take them to a machine. Inside it was like at a thrifty store, and they would give you like a kit, and it was free. All this was free testing. You would put numbers. You would put numbers on the bulbs and on the socket where you pulled it out from, and then you would take all the bulbs into the store, and you would test them to see if they worked. If they didn't light up, that means they were bad. If they did, if they were good, they would light up. So then once you found the bulb, because there was pretty much a certain amount of bulbs that were out there, and they were all universal. So you just find the right bulb, the number was on the bulb, You find the box and you buy the bulb. It was the way the bulb company made money because I mean, free testing. I mean, they don't have to pay a technician. They basically you're the technician, you know, checking it and then buying the product, And then what's so hard, they just got a machine plugged in the store, you know, and the store probably gets a percentage, of the profits of the bulbs. I mean, the bulbs back then they were probably like $2, I believe. Not that much. Oh, the other day I was talking about how much minimum wage it was in 1980s, and I thought it was like $5, $6. No, it was like three something, man. Like, dang. It's amazing. 1980. And gas was we thought gas was expensive then, and we were only making so much money. Now minimum wage is at $15. I'm making 15.25. Look at this guy. He's going to the other lane. They're coming back and like make up your mind. We got a semi that's going slow on that side, so he came this way. Looks like we got a fire up ahead. It might be a field they're burning. They always burn fields around here. That's the thing. People are like, oh, they're like, hey, because my wife, she used to work at a Motel 6, and people from other parts of the world, would come in. And, oh my God, you need to call the fire department. There was a field. It was on fire, and it's all, no, that's normal. They do that every so often, to enrich the soil so it can give better fruit, better vegetables. It heats up all the old soils. Yeah, the semi here, passing the other semi. Come on. Yeah. You can see the fire. Well, not the fire, but you can see the smoke in the distance. Yeah, come on. A lot of trucks out today. Man, busy, busy, busy. Busy Tuesday. Big dump truck. Yeah, I gotta stay away from them. Get hit by this rocks, break the windshield. Yeah, there we go. Now the trucks are in the slow lane, regular cars in the fast lane. Yeah, looks like probably some field they're probably burning. Slow lane, cars behind me trying to fly. Let them go by, let them fly. Yeah, last night when I was coming home, man, this idiot. I'm driving and I'm like, oh my God, this car's like right next to me. I'm in my lane and he's like a quarter of my lane in. And I'm like, what the heck? I don't know what the hell he was doing in his car. I mean, I don't know if he was watching something on his phone or something, but he was like not paying attention or falling asleep. And the thing is, he was flying. I mean, I was going the speed limit 65, and this guy was like, he was going like 80. He was like flying, and he was like driving almost like in the middle of the highway. I'm like, what the heck is this guy doing? I mean, usually when people are driving that fast, it's because they're tired, they're falling asleep, and they want to get home or wherever they're going to go so they don't fall asleep. But guess what happens? They end up falling asleep and crashing and killing somebody. And the bad thing is they kill somebody else and they survive. You know, it's like look at it. They already replaced the railing here, brand new railing. Somebody knocked it out. I mean, this is a straight highway. The thing is, we have a straight highway here for a long, long ways, like 20 minutes or more. I mean, there's no curves. There's one little curve way up ahead, and it's not a bad curve, but yet everybody seems to hit that railing. They don't pay attention, I guess, and they're like, you know, they're flying. Here comes a yellow Camaro, Bumblebee. It's like from the Transformers, you know, Bumblebee. Yeah. Yeah, but I mean, people need to drive more careful. Just, you know, take your time. You got to be somewhere a certain time. Leave home, leave earlier from your house. Nah, they're like running late. Oh man, I gotta get there. I gotta get there. Especially out here, there's like a prison. Oh, there's like two prisons out here, but one of them is like on the way to work, and there's a lot of correctional officers that go on the road over there, and they're always flying. They're always late. They're always like tailgating you. They're like in a hurry. And, you know, they're driving those Mercedes, those BMWs, the expensive cars, you know, because, you know, they make good money and they do a lot of overtime there. I mean, you know, the guards, they make like, I think over $35 an hour. And then to top it off, then when they work overtime, let's see, half of 30, so 35, 40, they almost like make $60 an hour with overtime. I mean, that's a lot of money. I could imagine, you know. But then they buy expensive toys, you know, for the desert, and then they got to buy the most expensive car, you know. I don't know. I'm not that way. I mean, I've never been that way. I've always tried to buy my kids whatever they needed, you know. You know, it's like, why would you pay for like a $300 sneaker, you know? Unless he's going to be a star, unless he's going to be a basketball star and he needs that to play better. But just because it has some athlete's name on it, you know, you're going to pay $300 for it. I mean, come on. They're overpriced. And then they make them in some foreign country, you know, and only pay like a couple dollars for them. So the profit is like huge. But then that's why they pay the athletes all that money for advertising. You know, it's like that's why I wanted to get to 500 at least, you know, to get that community tab. Because in the community tab, you know, I can put other channels on there and promote them, you know, help them grow, you know, go check out their lives, you know. I'm gonna probably do more channels like that, you know. I just been kind of busy. There's the rail. It's all they knocked it out a couple days ago. They're gonna have to fix it again. But hey, it keeps the guys from the Caltrans working. Yeah, it's a pretty big fire. It's probably a field, but it's far, far away. I mean, it's like white, the smoke. You know, usually when it's a lot of stuff burning, it's like rubber and stuff like that. It's usually black. The smoke is like real black. Yeah. Then I'm coming up to this intersection, this light up ahead. Yeah, that's where my insurance lady died there. It was a semi that ran the red light. And crashed their vehicle when they were turning. The semi just went right through the intersection, killed the husband instantly, and the wife she ended up dying in the hospital. They were in their 50s. Luckily, their kids were already grown up. But grandkids won't see their grandma, you know, or grandfather. But yeah, I mean, yeah, like the other day, I don't know if you were watching my live. I went somewhere. It was one of the road trips, and I'm stopped at a light, to turn left, and then all of a sudden I hear like because the light's red, and I hear beep, like two big horns. It's two semis running the red light. It's like, man, I'm like, damn, good thing nobody, as soon as the green light, took off, because it would have been, destroyed, by two semis, whatever vehicle crossed. And the thing is, I think they have them set up, the intersection lights. When they turn red, it takes like a couple seconds to turn green. So that way, just in case, they do it on purpose, to like prevent some accidents, I guess. But yeah, it was like crazy. I'm like, this guy's like, it's like, Jesus, scared the heck out of me. I'm like, what the hell? What's going on? And then you can see him in the video that like just fly by like, shoo. Oh yeah, look, you're gonna see right now up ahead. You're gonna see how much smoke. Yeah, there's probably a field. I would think. I mean, yeah, because I don't think there is anything out there in that area. See, the fire department they already checked it out. There goes the fire department. So it's one of those controlled burns where they burn the fields. You can see it in the video there to the right. Yeah. Yeah, usually they burn them when it's not windy, because that doesn't help. The wind kind of picks up the. Yeah, see, it's a controlled burn. You can see it. It's not. Yeah, it's no structure, no structural buildings or anything up there. They're just gonna let it burn out. That's usually what they do. They light it. It's like the grass is only like a certain length. They usually cut it so that way it's only gonna burn the roots and stuff. But yeah. Yeah, so I was talking about my cousin. We were working at different places and stuff like that. Then I worked also worked at a place that's called the Grass Farm. You see people with these nice lawns. Basically, it's a place where they grow grass. For houses, football fields, soccer fields. basically people would, we're on our hands and knees and digging out all the weeds out of it. Then once it gets clean, and then it grows to a certain length, then they trim it, then they wet it. Then after it's still kind of moist, they trim it into squares and roll it up. Then they put it on a pallet, and then they take it to your house, put it down instantly, and in one day you have perfect grass. Now you have to keep it up. Stop any weeds, make sure it grows, water it. But yeah, I mean, it was crazy working there. You're like, and it was like in the wintertime. So the grass in the mornings, you get there and the grass is all white. You can't even see it. You have to, like with your foot, you have to go back and forth, or wait a little bit till the sun come out and start melting the little sheet of ice on the grass, and then you start pulling out the weeds. They give you like a big like a sack, like a potato sack. And you just throw all the stuff in there. You get paid by the hour, and then there's always a guy watching you. So you got to be working. Because they want you moving at a certain pace. So you just got to keep going, digging out all the weeds out of there. Then I also worked at a Kmart because there wasn't any jobs at the time. This was back in the 80s. And then I, go to the unemployment office and, hey, anything available? Nah, no work available. So you're collecting unemployment, and it wasn't very much. I mean, it was like maybe like $130 a week, and then she goes, hey, well, there's a job available. I don't know if you want to do it. It's at a Kmart. I'm like, sure. Well, what is it? She's all, it's you do it for 2 months. You do it November and December. You play Santa Claus. So I ended up playing Santa Claus for 2 months at a store. Basically, you sat in a chair and let people sit on your lap and talk to Santa and take photos with him. And I was handing out candy canes, ho, 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 Merry Christmas. And then you get the little kids, yeah, you're not Santa, you're not the real Santa. So then I would tell them, I would go, okay, well, especially if they're little girls, every little girl gets a doll, of course. So I'm like, okay, then I'm not going to get you another doll this year then. Oh, no. Yeah, you are. And then they're always asking, where's the reindeers at? Where's Rudolph? And I'm like, oh, they're in the roof. They're in the roof of the building, Oh, can we go? No, they're up there. They're sleeping right now. Can't bother them. Yeah, and then there was this guy. He brought his daughter, to get a picture, because he said, yeah, that he had a picture of her when she was little, like 5 years old or 4 years old. I forget how old he said. And then now she was 18. So wanted a picture of her now. And so he goes, yeah, I'm like, no problem. So she sat on my lap, and then he's gonna take the picture, and then his camera doesn't work. And he's like, oh shit, it needs batteries. He said, don't move, I'll be right back. And so he goes to the store to go buy batteries. So then she's all like, oh, am I too heavy? I'm like, no. Don't worry about it, But then the dad comes back, and then he takes a picture of her. And then they're all like, oh, thank you. I'm like, yeah, no problem. And then you get, some ladies, they're like, oh, Santa, take me, I want a Mercedes, for Christmas. I go, well, as long as you can afford the payments, sure, why not? Go ahead. And then you got the old ladies, some of the old ladies are like, oh, Santa, they're trying to hit on you. And I was like, nah. I'm like, I was single at the time, but, You know, I was in my 20s. I was like, no, that's okay. I'm Miss Santa wouldn't, Miss Santa wouldn't want, I can't fool around with Miss Santa. I said, and then even one of them, I remember she's all like, I'm leaving out some milk and cookies for you, Santa. I'm like, okay. I'm like, okay. I could imagine, role play, the wife and husband, he's gonna go show up in a Santa suit, show her his Christmas tree and his shiny bells, his shiny Christmas bell, balls. But then you never know. The kids might walk in on Santa, and it's gonna be a new song. I saw Santa I saw Santa kissing mother on, like the Christmas song with Michael Jackson. I saw Santa kissing under the mistletoe. It's like, oh, Dad, I don't know, but Santa was in Mom's bed. I don't know what she was doing. She said they were wrestling. It's like when I remember when I went to the San Diego Zoo on a school trip with my son, and I think he was in kindergarten, and we went to go see the giant, where they have the giant turtles, the Galapagos giant turtles, and they were like, making all these noises, because they were going on top of the males were going on top of the females, and they're like, ugh, making these noises like grunts. I don't know if you ever heard them, but it's funny. But then all the little kids are like, "Oh, mommy, what are they doing?" And the parents are all like, move along, move along." They're making little turtles, little Galapagos. But yeah, those big giant turtles, man, they're like making all that noise, like, ugh. I mean, I could just, and then the funny thing is, the female keeps moving, and they're like, the male's like trying to get up, get up there, and then the female moves out of the way, and it's like, it's like he was almost there, and I don't know how long they take, I mean, some animals, they're quick, It's like a couple of, like less than a minute, it's like, nope, they're done. I mean, I mean, even fish, I've seen fish do it. I had a 10-gallon tank, and I had mollies, the mollies, and you can see, the difference between males and females. The females underneath, they had like two little fins on the bottom end, and the male only had like one straight fin. And it was funny because I was watching them, and I'm like, what the heck is going on? And I'd never seen it before, and this was like back in 1990s, and it was one of those Walmart, 10-gallon tanks, and buy the little fish, and then you buy the one that cleans the side of the glass, the one that looks like a shark almost, and it stays sucked on the side of the tank. And I got like about 5 mollies, and I was watching them, and I'm like, what the heck? I'm like, they're like, the male, he would like swim upside down and go underneath the female, and then his fin, it would like it would move, the one that was, forward, backward, it would go forward, like aim the other way and go underneath the female. And I'm like, what the heck, It's like, oh, okay, all right. So then it kept doing that, and then like after a while, because I had a lot of like little areas, where you can hide, like babies could hide. So then all of a sudden, I started seeing these little fish swimming around in the tank, and then some of the fish, I guess they got sick and they died. So then I was down to the two, one, the female and the other one. So the female, she was giving birth to a bunch of babies, and I guess after a while, then I ended up with like 12 fish in there, and they were different colors because the mom and the dad were different. The mom was kind of like a gold color, and the dad was kind of like a Dalmatian, black and white. So it had different colors. They're nice fish. I like those, and they will mate. You'll have more and more. I mean, you won't have to buy any more for those. They'll keep growing and growing. The only hard part that I hated was the water changes, man. It was like you can't keep up with them, especially if you have too many fish in there. 10 gallons for that many fish, it was too much. And start getting dirty real quick, and you don't have enough fish in there to clean it. I mean, and then that fish, it got real big too. I mean, it was like when I first got it, it was the size, maybe, let me see, it was about 3 inches long. And then by the end of the when I finally ended up having to get rid of it because all the fish kind of died except for that one, and he got to the size like, oh man, I think it was almost like 10 inches long. It was huge. So then I'm like, oh man, what am I gonna do with it? And it's an algae eater, So I figured, hey, well, I mean, I shouldn't have done it, but I threw it inside the canal. I mean, they eat the algae in there. The canal here, they put carp, because carp eats a lot of algae and eats a lot of the green plants that are in the canals and stuff like that. So that's how they keep the canals clean. They put a bunch of carp in there. So the canal has these gigantic carps in there. I mean, I remember when me and my cousin used to go fishing. I mean, we used to look in the canal and like, damn, you wish you could grab it, like, because it was like, I fear you could probably, like, if you had a bow, go bow fishing. I think because those carps, man, they were like, I'd say at least 4 feet long. I mean, they were huge. Some of them that were in there, I was like, damn, because since you can't, you're not allowed to fish. They were, it's against the law to fish them out of that canal. They have different carps, and they have like a picture of what kind of carps you can fish out, and then there's a certain kind that you can't. So if you caught with one of those, they'll give you a big fine. I forget how much the fine is. I think over $500 or something like that. But I mean, because right here the company that maintains the canals and that for the water, it's the same company for the electricity, and they have a fish farm, and they grow fish, carps and other fish, so they restock all the canals and the lakes, keep everything growing, bass and whatever fish we have here. I think there's bluegill, there's catfish, the flathead they're the blue ones, kind of grayish color, gray, blue. Big catfish. I mean, these canals, man, they have some huge catfishes. I mean, back in the 60s, I remember my neighbor, man, he caught a big giant catfish. I don't know how old you guys are, but anybody back in the 60s, they used to wash their clothes and they put it in a big like a bucket, but it was huge. So you would wash your clothes in there with a it was called I forget what it was called. It was like they even if you listen to country music, they use it like an instrument. It's like a board. It's a washboard. Yeah, it's a washboard. And you go like they would play it with their hands. But yeah, you would wash your clothes in there and you would scrub it. And that thing was huge. I went over and they had it in the water, and the head and the tail was sticking out of both ends. I mean, that thing is like round, like 3 feet. So I would say it was at least maybe 4 inches, maybe 4 inches, 4 feet long. I don't know how many pounds it was, but I would think it was over 100 pounds, and they, I don't know. They say eating those big catfish doesn't, it's not really that great, but I don't know. I can imagine, getting your own big, aquarium, putting in one of those big catfish in there. I mean, 'cause those things are huge. There's some. I seen some of them over there in other countries. I mean, they're so big. I mean, they can swallow a kid. They can swallow like a little. Like a 5-year-old. That's how big those things are. You know. Yeah. So yeah, those get pretty big. Those catfish. I could imagine. Let's see. Let's see who's in here. Who's in here? Okay, let's see. It was live feedings. Justin, Andrea, Gary, what's good? Andrea, Rob M, what's up? What's up? Squirrel magnets, Cosmo, Cosmic, Comet, Blur, what's up? Venus, hey, Martinez, yes, go check out Martinez. Venus, she speaks English and Spanish. Buenos dias, buenas tardes. Welcome, welcome. How's everybody doing, man? Thanks for coming in. I'm gonna check out, see how that tarantula in the wild is, because it still hasn't opened up its burrow. It's still closed off, so we'll see how it goes, man. It's been already over 2 months. On the 20th, it was 2 months. So, maybe we'll get babies. I'll photograph some babies coming out of the hole here pretty soon. Yeah, all right. Yeah, so everybody, check out my community tab. There's I got Venus in there. I got other people in there that you can check out. That that you can look in there and and also connect with everybody. So see you till next time. God bless you, everybody. And like he says, call your mama, tell her that you love her because you never know how long she'll be around. So thanks a lot, everybody. Bye bye. Have a good one. Till next time. Bye bye.